Hello friends! Do you want to learn how to bead pentagons? Watch our short tutorial and also find out how you can use these components for your designs at the end of our tutorial. As any geometric shape, our pentagon will have the increases area or increases lines, the ones that I usually call corners, and these areas that I usually call sides. So let's get started. To make it easier, we will keep two different colors for the increases or the corners and the sides. So let's say that we are going to use the dark Delicas for the corners and the same color we are going to use for step 1 for the base. So for the base step 1 we are going to have 5 Delicas in a circle, and we just tie a knot. We are going to use the tail to control a little the work. And now we go back, Delicas close to the knots. Okay, and here we have our step 1 ready. For step 2 we are going to add 1 Delica in the color of the sides in between each Delicas of the base. Pick up a Delica and go through Delica, go through the next Delica, go through the next, and again here a Delica in the color of the side, go through the next Delica from the base round. We are adding the last Delica in this row. Being a circular work, we have to step up, so we have to go back through the last bead of the previous row and the first bead of this row. I will call in this tutorial this stepping up through the last 2 beads. And here we have the end of the second step or the second row. For step 3 we start to create the corners, so we are going to pick up 2 Delicas in the color of the corners or of the increases, and then we pass through the next Delica of the sides that has been added in the previous row. We pick up 2 Delicas and go through the next Delica in the color of the sides from the previous row, and we repeat this 3 more times. Here we are at the end of the row, so we will step up through this one and this one. The last of the previous row, the first of the current row. And this is how our work looks like at the end of the 3rd row. For the 4th row, we are going to add 1 Delica in between the 2 in the corners, and we are just going to peyote the sides using the Delica in the color of the sides. And at the corner we are adding 1 Delica, and for the sides we just peyote with the Delica in the color of the sides. one Delica in between the two, and peyote the side, pick up a side color and go through the first from the two. We pick up a Delica, go in between the two of the corner, pick up a Delica for the sides, and then go through the first seed bead, well, Delica of the corner, another single bead for the corner, one for the side, peyote the side, and here we are adding to the last Delica in the row, so we have to step up. And this is the end of step 4. For step 5, we are just going to peyote around with the Delicas in the color of the sides. And for this we just pick up a seed bead in the color of the sides, and we go through the next Delica that sticks out from the previous row. When we get at the corner, we just go through the single Delica in the corner, pick up a seed bead or a Delica and go through the one that sticks out on the side, pick up a Delica, go through the single one in the corner, and we repeat this sequence until the end of this row, which is row 5. And as usually, when we get to the last seed bead, we are just going to step up, and for this one we step up like this. The last in the previous row, the first in the current row, and we just do a quick check to make sure that we've done it right, and we are going to count the Delicas that stick out on the sides. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. So we are correct. For step 6, we are going to finish peyote on the sides. We add one peyote stitch, and here on the increase line or on the corners we are just going to add 3 Delicas in the color of the corners, obviously, like this. So we skip the corner and we go through the first Delica on the sides, and we make sure we press down the one in the middle, and we continue with peyote on the sides. Increase line, we add 3 Delicas, press on the middle, press down, and peyote, and again we are at the corner, so we are going to add 3 and press down, we add 3 Delicas for the corner increase and go through the first one on the side and peyote, And here we are at the last increase for the corner, so we add 3 Delicas, and here we have to step up. To step up we go through this one and this one, so like this. And we have finished with this step 6. For step 7 we continue with peyote on the sides, so pick up a Delica and go through the first Delica in the corner, push down the middle to make sure that the work is flat, and now we are going to add 2 Delicas for the corner and go through the third one in the corner and peyote on the side, pick up a seed bead or a Delica and go through the first in the cluster of 3 in the corner, and pick up 2 for the corner and go through the third one. Pick up a Delica for the sides, go through the one that sticks out from the previous row, pick up another one and go through the first one from the 3 Delicas in the corner. And we continue with the increase of 2 Delicas for the corner, and again we just peyote the side. Two Delicas for the corner increase, peyote the sides, and here we have the last increase for the corner, and here we are going to step up, going through this one and this one like this. And we check to make sure that we have increased correctly. 2 sticks sticking out on the side, 2, 2, 2 and 2. So this is correct, and this is the end of step 7. And now we have step 8, the last step in the series of increases. We peyote 1 in the color of the side, and for the increased line we are just going to add 1 Delica in between the 2 like this. And it looks like, and on the sides we just do peyote. Pick up a Delica, go through the one that sticks out from the previous row, another one, and then the third one, and go through the first from the 2 in the corner, and in between we are just going to add 1 Delica. And we continue with peyote stitch on the sides, and adding 1 Delica in between the 2 in the corner. and we can see how the shape is created. And we are at the corner. We are going to add 1 for the increase and peyote on the sides. The last one, the last increase in the corner, and here we are going to end our sides 1, and here we have the last step up. And we are checking again to make sure that we didn't miss any increase or any peyote. 1, 2, 3 on the side. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So this is the first increase for the pentagon. If you want to make it bigger in this size, you just repeat from step 5 to 8. So exactly the technique that we have used for step 5, 6, 7 and 8, you just repeat to get to this size. I hope you like it. There are many things you can do with the pentagons. For instance, you can create pendants for necklaces, or you can use them as components for bracelets. Ciao, ciao.